going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. For the ones that are new here, welcome. My name is Cecil Turner and this is my fitness journey. Over the past 10 weeks, I have been fully invested in training and preparing my mind and body to PR my next race. This short series captures different aspects of training blocks and what I'm going through at each stage. Granted, I wish I can capture every moment, the highs, the lows, the successes, the failures. Unfortunately, I just can't. But what I will deliver to you is complete transparency. What's going on, everyone? So today I'm going to be talking to you about my specific running shoes that I am currently using. I am by no means endorsing any of these shoes. It's just something that I personally like to use best, and it's just my personal opinion. But what I have found beneficial through some research and through training is that a good rotation of shoes is key and important. Honestly, when I first started out, I thought I had to have a running shoe for every different type of run. That quickly became expensive because some of these prices on these shoes are crazy. Let me put this out as well. This is not a shoe review. I don't think I'm an expert or anything like that. This, like I said before, this is just what I like best. So first up is my daily trainer, the 1080 version 12 New Balance running shoe. Man, I love this shoe. Actually, the footage that you saw earlier was me the first time I ever ran in this shoe. However, I do own two pair of the version 11s, and I racked up over 400 miles on both of them. That's how much I love this shoe. I use it for daily training, easy runs, recovery runs, you name it. It's the go-to daily trainer that I'm using. Next up, when it's time for me to pick up the pace, pick up the speed, I break out these bad boys right here. The Rebel V12s by New Balance. So these shoes are lightweight, responsive, anything that calls on my training that calls for speed workouts, intervals, tempos, I'm using these. However, I think they're reaching the end of their running shoe lifespan. They're starting to wear it on the rubber on the outer sole, and then also on the upper it's starting to rip a little bit. But I'm close to 400 miles on them, so they're doing pretty good, doing pretty well so far. And like I said, I use them for any speed type of workout. I believe that the Rebel V3s are dropping this month, but just waiting to see when those come out. Definitely gonna pick up those as well. All right, so up next is my last shoe that I use in my rotation, but certainly not the least. It is what I use for race day. It is what I use for when I'm required to pick up half marathon pace efforts or race day efforts throughout the training. Solid, phenomenal shoe. It is the New Balance RC Elite 2, right? Oh man, this shoe is wonderful so far. I have not, to be honest, have not put it through a race yet, but I have used it multiple times throughout the training block for race day or half marathon pace efforts since I'm training for a half marathon race. It does have the fuel cell just like the Rebel V2, but the only difference is it has a carbon fiber plate, and if you look closely, you can see it in there. So yeah, it's a wonderful shoe, phenomenal shoe. Can't put as many miles on it from the research. I have the Hoka Rocket X, so you're not gonna be getting those 400 miles up there on the shoes. It's just kind of like a little bit less miles because it's not used to be worn that often, only for like race days and when you're pushing through the training blocks, half marathon or marathon pace efforts or whatever, 10K pace efforts, whatever you're trying to do. So yeah, wonderful shoe. Whew, these bad boys was not cheap. Definitely comes with a hefty price tag, but I think it's worth it in the end. So when it comes to tracking my shoes, how many miles I'm putting on them, I use Garmin Connect. And in there, you can track how many miles you have on each shoe. And that's kind of how I judge the shoes and when I need to rotate or change out shoes and get new shoes. What I do find hard is, and I don't know how people do it, I wish I could learn, is that I can never tell. It's so hard to, hey, when do I need a new shoe? I mean, you can see that the outer sole's wearing out, the upper's wearing out, but unless you cut the shoe open, it's kind of hard to see what's going on in the inside. Maybe you can base it off feel, but I'm a heavier set guy, 200 plus pounds. So I think my shoes wear out quicker. So it's just kind of like, okay, how does it feel? And going off of those things, but it's still hard for me to actually tell. I need some new running shoes. Folks, those are my three main running shoes, the 1080s, version 12, previously version 11s, the Rebel V2s and the RC Elite 2s. Now I have some other shoes that I use occasionally, but those are the three main ones that I rotate through right now during this training block over these past 10 weeks or so. So if you're a beginner like me, I don't think you need any crazy type of rotation of shoes. Just a couple there to rotate, balance out, make the extended life of them with the miles that you're putting on, especially if you're doing different kind of runs. But to be honest with you, I think I can just pick one pair of shoes, maybe the 1080s, and just use them for every type of run. So it just depends on your preference and what you like. I like to have a little rotation in there, at least 2 of them, if possible 3 shoes to rotate. If you're feeling this video, you're feeling this content, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for future videos on the complete list of running gear that I am currently using. And y'all take care. Peace.